Evelyn had spent 30 years of her life with calloused hands and a tired back. After her husband passed away when their daughter, Maya, was only 5, Evelyn took on 3 jobs. She scrubbed floors in office buildings by night, flipped burgers by noon, and sewed clothes for the wealthy in the evenings. Every penny she earned didn't go toward new shoes or a fancy haircut for herself. It went into Maya's savings account. She wanted Maya to walk through the world with her head held high, never feeling the sting of poverty that Evelyn knew all too well. By the time Maya turned 25, the investment had paid off, or so it seemed. Maya was a high-flying marketing executive in the city, draped in designer silk and moving in circles of old money and elite status. She was engaged to Julian, the son of a billionaire real estate mogul. Evelyn was overjoyed, thinking her sacrifices had finally led to her daughter's ultimate happiness. She spent weeks mending her best dress, a simple, faded floral gown she had kept for special occasions, dreaming of the moment she would walk Maya down the aisle. The blow came 2 weeks before the wedding. Maya invited Evelyn to a chic cafe, but she looked uncomfortable, fidgeting with her $10,000 engagement ring. "Mom," Maya started, not looking her in the eye. "Julian's family. They are very high profile. The guest list is strictly limited to diplomats and business partners. I've decided it's best if you don't attend the ceremony. I'll tell everyone you're ill and staying at a private retreat. You wouldn't fit in, Mom. Your hands, your clothes. People will ask questions I don't want to answer." Evelyn felt as if the air had been kicked out of her lungs. The questions Maya feared were about the very labor that had paid for her Ivy League education. Evelyn didn't scream or cry. She simply nodded, her heart turning into a cold stone. "I understand, Maya. I wouldn't want to embarrass you," she said quietly. Maya looked relieved, handed her a small envelope with a few $100s for a nice dinner alone, and hurried away to her bridal fitting. The wedding day arrived. It was the social event of the year, held at the Grand Sovereign, the most exclusive hotel in the country. Maya looked breathtaking in her custom lace gown, surrounded by photographers and the creme de la creme of society. As the ceremony was about to begin in the gold-leafed ballroom, the hotel's general manager entered the bridal suite looking pale. He wasn't looking at the bride. He was looking at the door. Suddenly, the heavy oak doors swung open. Evelyn walked in, but she wasn't wearing the faded floral dress. She was draped in charcoal gray Armani, her silver hair styled in a sharp, elegant bob, and her presence commanded the entire room. Behind her walked 2 lawyers and the CEO of the hotel chain. The room went silent. Maya stood up, her face turning a ghostly white. "Mom, I told you not to come." "You're ruining everything," she hissed, trying to push Evelyn toward the back exit. Evelyn didn't move. She looked at Julian's wealthy parents who were watching in confusion. Then she looked at the general manager. "Is there a problem, Mr. Sterling?" she asked with a voice like steel. The manager bowed deeply. "No, Madam Chairwoman. We were just surprised by your unscheduled visit." The silence that followed was deafening. Over the last 5 years, Evelyn hadn't just been sewing. She had used the small inheritance from a distant relative to invest in a failing boutique hotel, which she grew into the very conglomerate that now owned the Grand Sovereign. She had kept it a secret, wanting to see if Maya would still value her as a mother without the money. "Maya," Evelyn said, her voice echoing in the ballroom, "you were worried I wouldn't fit in with your new family." "You were right. I don't fit in with people who value fabric over family." She turned to the general manager. "The booking for this ballroom was made under the assumption of a family celebration. Since the bride has informed me I am not family, the contract is void. You have 30 minutes to clear this room. My security will escort the guests out." The chaos that ensued was legendary. Julian's family, horrified by the scandal and the loss of face, began to argue with Maya. The perfect wedding collapsed into a shouting match of elites. Maya fell to her knees, sobbing, begging her mother for forgiveness, realizing that in trying to hide her poor mother, she had insulted the most powerful woman in the room. Evelyn simply turned her back and walked out, leaving the designer flowers to wilt in an empty hall. She had spent a lifetime building Maya up, but today she finally decided to build herself.